Okay, today is the May 28th of 2016, and my professor came to me and said, Kev, what can you do for the little guy, the person that has $100 left after their paycheck and to put it into the market? And I said, well, there's this Robinhood where you can purchase stock for free, any amount kind of thing. So what I started doing is I started listing tips on here, and the problem I ran into, of course, is getting you out. I can get you in. Getting in is not a problem. It's getting out. Now he's all tickled pink about making 4% a week, which is fine. 4% a week over a year, it adds up, right? My problem is of course, is after 50 to 51 weeks of winners, you know what's going to happen. They're all going to pile their money on the last one and then get dinged. So what I started doing here is I listed them, and then after they move a certain amount or whatever, I just kind of get out of them. Once again, I take you to the fishing hole. It's your job to do the fishing. So what I figured I'd do now is go over some of the charts on these here, and then you guys will be able to set your targets on here. Right now I have weekly on here. There's Credit Suisse. Looks like it's going to work its way higher up in here. Eventually we'll get all the banking figured out, and the reason why I went after like Credit Suisse and Deutsche Bank was because of they were pretty well beaten up. We should be in an expansion mode now globally. So we're long in the tooth in America right now in this bull market, so it's tougher to find riskless and cheap type stocks. So I had to go over here to Europe. It should break out. When it breaks above 15 here, it should go up to 17 on your Credit Suisse. Deutsche Bank, the same thing. There is somewhat of a, I guess there's a couple of triangles on here, what have you. So the pain may not be done yet, but when I came in here, it was, we're down in this area. Okay. Then I needed to find something on the short end of treasuries, or the short side of treasuries on the front end. Couldn't find much, so I had to go to the long end, and that's where they're at. So I do like things like this DLBS. The whole Robinhood thing is a buy and hold. Warren Buffett's a buy and hold guy. Warren Buffett doesn't flip it. DRIP for oil. I think this lasts 10% in oil. When you made your 90% in oil, the last 10% I'll give to the herd. Short side on silver, basically the same thing. It might run up to here. I guess we're above this, so it might run up to the low 40s. I am noticing that there's a lot of dichotomy, juxtaposition, whatever, going on in the commodity markets. There's something's just not right overall in the market right now. It does look like we're loaded up on the short side of debt, but prices aren't reacting. So we may have an issue where both the public and the professionals are all wrong. Judging by what's been going on this year, I didn't have any problems so far. Actually, this year is one of my better years in a long time. So obviously I have it right and everybody else has it wrong. So something just isn't right. I'll eventually figure it out. But in the meantime, just keep plugging away. Same thing here. Here's another one. Bear market and debt. When you're coming off of ZERP and NERP, same thing. It's a pretty good deal on the short side of the front end. Dust, same thing. Gold, once it stops going up, it'll probably work its way back down to about 550. Eyes, I just threw this on here too. Looked like a double bottom. Here was Ford and Fiat or Chrysler, whatever. Auto replacement cycle. Looks like it'd probably go to 9. Let's see, go to page 2 here. I don't know if I'm going to make it through all of these here. Gurn, I threw some of these in. They're just cheapies. I'm not a huge fan of equities. I prefer equity futures. Same thing here. And then I started late last week. I started getting a little defensive here, going into the election.